Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of our 4th campaign here in Wildermyth, and a special early hello to Fox McCloud and everybody raiding over with Caroluna. Hello to Caroluna, Maxine, Samalander, Intertooth, Ronan. Hello everyone, we are just about to jump into the latest Wildermyth adventure. Sorry for being a couple minutes late today. It's been a busy, hectic day, but we are here to jump right back into Wildermyth. And we're very close to the end of Chapter 4, and most of these campaigns we've done so far have 5 chapters, so I think that we are going to be heading into Chapter 5 as part of this episode. That also makes sense based on, usually, actually that's a lot of the world left to explore, but we'll find out. Usually by the end of the campaign, we've seen the entire realm. Right at the moment, we're waiting on a couple specific things to happen, most notably Hickey and Lady B are heading down to this. A note hidden within the stone points to this location, so we definitely want to check that out. And otherwise, we're sort of just getting ready. We don't want to go into this area until we're ready. I don't know if there's anything else that we want to do, but if Maxine... Yeah, if these guys are just sort of hanging out for the time being, let's have them... How many resources do we have? Not a ton. Yeah, so let's focus on building up some defenses here. We're going to prepare defenses. And let's just go straight to tier 3. We'll have everybody coordinate together and get that stuff done. Samalander, thank you very much for doing the shout-outs. And also to Borlak. Is Borlak here as well? I may have missed saying hello to Borlak. Oh, there he is. I didn't raid over, but hi anyway. Yes, hello to Borlak. Borlak, in addition to the adventures here in Wildermyth, I've recently been checking out Such Art, which feels very much like a Lady B simulator. You get to do a lot of art, but that's a tale for another day. So here we go. And there we go. Child of Night completed. We have no idea who this person is. Yeah, I'd stake my son's breakfast on it. This here's the place he means. I've really done it, haven't I? This guy's liable to fall in love with me now. Such a nuisance. A bright, cool day. The good thing is, asking you is never going to give me an answer I don't want. So, oh, she's looking at me, isn't she? The good thing asking you is you never give me an answer I don't want. Sorry, I read that wrong before, but there we go. Oh, Lady B's voice. His voice. I don't have it right now. Should I worry about him? Hickey tenderly tucks the rock inside some weatherproof sacking. It's the end of the journey. Almost. Lady B feeds a frivolous fire. Clunk. Okay, so we gotta have Lady B's voice. Wonder if that woman's coming back. Sorry, it always takes me a while. Been a long piece of the morning now, hasn't it? Oh, look at her. So for some reason they've hooked up with this very evil looking woman. Dun 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 dun. Ha ha! Oh, what are you doing there? Nothing. She's coming from the other direction? Not anything? Nope. Guess that's why I didn't see her descending the hill. I've already forgotten this woman's voice. How'd you know that I was there? Oh? Well, I usually hate myself when I try to explain. How do you avoid sounding all magical, you know? It's basically, I have an extended sense through the things around me. We make trees explode. No, that's the point, actually. We don't make them. Well, wow, you're like a wizard. And I also am... And quite handsome to boot, if you don't mind me saying. Oh, who? Me? Heck yeah, I don't think you should trust this lady. So about the pool. Oh, well, yes, anyway, it's where I remember it being. Of course it was. Let's lunch and let me lie down a moment, and I'll hike with you back up there. Shouldn't take longer than a couple hours. We're still fit, aren't we? The mountainside's still nothing to our bones. So, after lingering for a late morning meal, the woman, Falsia... Okay, the lady's name is Falsia. In her tooth is saying, "You're a hairy wizard." Falsia, whose branch is nearest the mountain, leads them up it. Yeah, the rain will move the rocks around sometimes, but it's never not the slopes. It's never not the slopes I learned my herbs on. Look, indeed, those are the slopes. Chuckle of water, happy in its path. Damp, newtly smells, and the spicy aroma of cinderbroom. All year round, it sings its tune, just like this. Never frozen, never too warm or icy, just like this. Little button caps, the kids in Fountain Lathe call them Yolger huts. Whoops, now I see why you went that way round. Been a holy place sometimes, when lots of holy places was a thing folks needed. Nowadays, we don't think that way. But it is neat, fed from deep below, I guess I've heard. Oh, these button caps. Badgers go for these. And Hickey chimes in with his famous catchphrase, "Badgers are funky." Its original name is one of those hefty to pronounce old words, but it's translated as Starfall Spring. Starfall Spring? Starfall Spring, Like it? You should see it at night. Know why it's called that? Oh, here we go. Get up here and you can scoot yourself down on your butt. Almost got to. It's so slippery. The rain-smooth rock is salted with dirt and gravel. Scruff. Unk. Splush. I like Lady B peeking into frame. The mountain continues higher, where it can be heard battling tireless winds. Great boulders guard the water. You can drink it. It's ever fresh. Maybe I'll... But the name, though, for some reason captures my imagination. I think, as for the name, just wait. It's from how it looks under the stars, like someone knocked a few of them down, to glimmer in the water like beautiful things. Like gemstones, I mean. Is that it? And Lady B says, whoop. This is the first time that Lady B's sort of been along for the ride, as opposed to like the starring character. So, but I do need to get back and check the ox isn't dead. I'll come along in a week's time. I'll bring supplies for you. All this niceness. Guess we'll have to expect daggers in the night, boulders from above, you know, other ambush type things. No, I'm kidding. Kind of. It's just here. You could burn some drift moss. I saw it down there. Burn at the foot of the mountain so we can help you up, carrying whatever you'll spare us. We'll look for smoke then. A week or 10 days make it. 10? Yes, but I'll thank you for your Outland Gallery and, And, well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't take so long, whatever you're doing, and you can come spend some time at my ranch. Sure, that could happen. All right, watch me fall back down and break my... nope, here we go. Okay, I'll... Lady B's just, like, quietly observing all of this. That woman's infatuated. You definitely had to pick up on that, right? No clue what you mean. Yeah, I'm sure. You're just immaculately focused, and thus rendered, in any ensuing misunderstanding, innocent. Is that your plan? Hickey studies his instructions once more as the pale light pinkens and passes from the sky. They'll take time, too, to prepare a camp. As night blossoms... Hey! Leave those ropes alone. Come look at this. In a second. I was preparing a torch. We won't need one. So Lady B clambers up to gaze on something she'll remember for the rest of her life. When did it fill up with these phosphors? What? Oh. I said at one point did it initially start, yeah. When? It was a moment ago, I don't know. Wanted to start wanted to grab my rock, I guess. I turned my head and turned back around and it just... was sparkling. Wonder if perhaps there's ore being thrust up through the subterranean from beneath the... So as far as... Oh. Wow, look at the stars. Oh, and hello to Fox McCloud. I'm concerned that I didn't say hello to Fox McCloud, although I think that he was one of the first people in. And Solid Chrome Hickey is here as well, which is good. As far as our whole stone bathing, this will be night 1. Oh, did you see the... Yep. They're perceptibly more brighter, due to our elevation, probably. So it's night 1. We are trying this. I'm embarrassed suddenly. I get it, but it was the whole thing, right? So, yeah. So here, he reaches out, lets the rock down in one palm until it floats, and pulls his arm back. Look. The water feels weird, warmer than air. A phantom sensation lasts on the skin, even after Hickey withdraws his hand, like an invisible current, churning. Yeah? Didn't feel like that earlier. Anyway, we bathe this rock. We start to try and bathe it, yeah. Try to bathe it, though? It seems like once you've dunked it in the water, the bathing has been successful. Samalander's got to drop a lurk. Samalander, thank you so much for the lurk. Hopefully we'll get to see you a little bit later today. And that's what they'll do. Holding it under, pouring water over it with their cupped hands, watching the water stream off its gleaming, smooth surface. The buoyant stone fights submersion. You know, Hickey, we don't have to be naked for this. Oh, I guess we do. They'll wind up taking shifts. Inevitable boredom and mounting exhaustion turn what first seems a whimsical task into a muscle-chewing challenge. And that's night 1. Yeah. Another night to another to another. Evening to midnight to the black early hours. The sun peeks in like a puzzled friend each morning, pitying their cold bones in that cramped mountain crook. Sometimes, among mindless stretches of task, they feel peace. Sometimes the world's beauty beats on the hardened senses of even its worst-worn and weariest, waves on a rocky coast. Reduces the resistances, reveals dark, fresh awe where studied sun-bleached impressions of things had seemed so solid and permanent. It's 12 days on, overcast at noon, that grinning woman, Falsia, returns. Figured you wouldn't see my smoke, so I just carried these things up myself. Wee-ho! Wee-ho? I feel like normally it's Lady B who has absolutely no patience for this, and this time Hickey's just like completely disinterested. They take the night off to talk and eat together, enjoying the bread, meat, and wine she's brought. So I did rummage a little, asked the brute who now keeps the Red Orchard, and I pruned from him a little sprig of lore I hadn't heard, that this pool was in fact made by a star that fell to Earth long, long ago, in the youth of sands and water. Certainly in the name. I don't... Wait, you mean it's because it's Starfall Spring? You think that could be what it means? Why is she's taking this very personally. The following morning, she's up before both of them. Yeah, sorry. Bad, right? My sister's snoring drives most people off, but... Oh. Apparently she's snoring. I don't know how to do a snoring sound. Z, 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 Z. But I sort of love her. I really want to point out they are siblings, like just for the record. Well, okay, well, listen, I should probably clear something up. No, sorry. I understand what's happening here. She seems to like Hickey. Hickey is here with his sister. Hickey just said that, like, you know, I love her, but he means it in a platonic way, and she's taking it wrong. Sorry, that took me a second to, like, follow along. Foxcloud is saying, solid Chrome Hickey is saying, embarrassed to bathe with a rock. I wonder why. And Foxcloud is saying, I mean, onesies exist. Dragon ones. No, I'll go first. I have to apologize to you. I probably made you think... And Falcia, ranch owner and unfailing Windy Heart, gives grim accounting of her casually on-leading ways, and the beloved husband she has at home, who is not at all deceased as she may have implied upon first meeting Hickey and Lady B. She has the most evil, smiling grin since Mia. Remember how Mia would always do that? She stoops as she trudges down the mountain, heavy still with the weight of her confession. And here comes Lady B. What? Oh, Lady B is just yucking it up. They'll return to the rhythm of their labors. Poor guy. Why were you born this way? Falcia, you scoundrel. You heartbreaker. Several nights pass, and they've continued taking their turns, bathing with the rock and drawing by the fire. So, doesn't feel like this needed both of us. Makes me sorry to my silly sister. Sorry, sis. Hey! Crackle! Sprack! Hold on, Lady B, get out of here. Whatever's coming out of here needs to see Hickey first. It's either going to imprint on him as its parent, or it's a face hugger. But either way, this really is Hickey's project. Flup. Okay, it is surprised. What'd you... Oops. What? The little rock beast paddles and hauls itself to shore. Squish. Point! Seems spontaneous, or response to some kind of eventual saturation point. Waggle. We should... Well, yes, we couldn't this couldn't possibly be the conclusion, could it? Wait, right? Follow it, you mean? Guess I'm naked. Here, I'll catch up. Snatch up as much of our stuff as I can. It can't be that fast, can it? Already, Hickey has to hurry, leaping down the night boulders on a pathless scramble to who knows where. Oh, to over here, in fact. Dims one blind. They are not done. Yes, go. So, Gull Cypress Fortress is more protected against incursions. That's great. So here's the concern with going here, just so everybody knows. If we were to go here, we might advance the main story and cut off the ability to do this. And we don't know that it's going to be waiting in the next chapter. So, yes, there we go. Maxine has the Miyamote there. We could continue these, but that's actually very far away. Yeah, they'd have to travel for a month to get there. More than a month, because Drienne's not too quick in the walking. So, I guess we'll go here and build more defenses. I'm just curious, if we wanted to have them, like, pass. Well, but there's already a pass. Oh, I guess we could do a pass to Barhenge. Is that what it's talking about? We really don't need to do that. Now, the other opportunities, we could go back and craft something. So let's just take a quick look. If we wanted to craft something new that we could afford, who would we do it with? Probably Luca Loki. I feel like Luca Loki is the only person that really hasn't been that upgraded. We do like maybe a better dagger. Hold on, Luca Loki. No. I clicked on the person, not the item. Okay, so yeah, so we could do like a higher tier dagger maybe. Or like we can also look at like so like we can afford this, but let's look at what's the best thing that we could possibly craft. You know what we need? Oh, you know what we need? If we can afford it, we need better armor for Blobbity Bard. So this would take 1 legacy point to get it a little bit earlier. I don't think that's a very high cost, actually. I think we might do that to get to Wilderguard. Except we're going to call it Blobbity Guard. All right. Yeah. Oh, but no, he's a Barbarian. Yes. Blobbity Guard for the Blobbity Bard. Create. Now, do they all get to do that? Craft? Can I send more people? Oh, no, only one person gets to craft. Okay, so let's do that. And then I guess the rest will, like, prepare defenses. Like, I want them to do something, not just stand there. You're trying to kill us, right? That's the reason you're not going to let us rest? Feet fumbling, light failing. Ugh. By tonight, it will be 2 full days they've been walking. If you do let us lie down, you'll have access to our necks. Then you just need a big knife, and there's definitely one around. Grockle. That is like the 3rd sound that this thing has made that I think would make an awesome name for it. Snap! What happened? Hopefully I didn't offend her, or really, actually plans to murder us? So they set up camp, apparently. Rock will probably just open back up, don't you think? On her own? So, do you want me to twist logic for you and tell you so? Real bright of us, not bottling up any of that spring water. Reflecting upon it, Hickey, that would have been wise. Unfortunately, you only thought of it now. What? I'm saying we're both dumb idiots. Fatigue and frayed nerves soon drive them to silence, then to sleep. Z-Z-Z-Z-Z. Z-Z-Z-Z, Grockle. Sprack! But dawn glows on the dew-shining crest of an alert stonehead. Waggle! Whoa, where'd it go? No rush, but... I don't know what that look is. Only fair thing is that you go first this time, and I'll follow. Change things up, if you want. Sure, alright. That's very egalitarian, I suppose. They trek over the scrubby feet of mountains onto sheets of yellow-gray fieldland. The threadbare fields are clutched up onto the knees of thinning hills. On these wind-hollowed hills, Hickey and Lady B trace the path of their unflagging, small-striding guide. Can you imagine having to walk all day and all night at the pace of like a baby Yoda? How many night is this? 6? That's too low. Since the pool, I think it's 9. Or 7 or 8. Could be 12. Yeah. Sort of makes me wish I was a rock. Lady B, you are everything but a rock at this point. She's part moth, part fae, part human. The The long, slow chase ends the following morning. They're hidden from a cloudy sky by musky woods. The rockling stops. How long's it been? Just a few moments. What's it showing us? Don't know. I keep waiting for unreality veers close to being. They see. Tune in next time. No. A hanging image, a light swarm, a memory. The specter of a home that bitterly had stood, well before the towns they know, well before the wood. It was a fearful place for the girl who lived there, the place she couldn't leave. For though she was born a blissful, ember-fond girl, she became something else instead. She became a girl chased by wildfire, a girl tangled, chewed by flames. But the glowing jaws clenched around her knees. Her parents pried them free. Brought her back over the hills to the house, and here left her living in the care of Spring. Spring entrusted her to Summer. Summer hid her fragrant shade for Fall to find. Grandmother Winter visited with rain to cool her painful feet, and none of them once allowed this girl to starve. 3 years there wound together like roots, wild-fed and weather-blessed. Nights, when the inside of the house was darkest, she was happiest. She'd wait for twilight up on Clovertop Hill, scowling down moonrise but welcoming stars. And one such night, she saw a powerful thing. To the mountain she followed, where she'd seen the thing plummet, 20 days on young brittle legs, to the rim of a crater which was brimming with star melt, and a drifting there stone. Oh, hello to Luca Loki! Opened up before her eyes. The orphan girl Medwit met little Ogagen that day. Ogagen out of darkness. Ogagen, whose mother, the Night, must have adopted this girl. For thereafter they were sisters, on an every path adventure. Lucky and free, looked upon by unnumbered family. Did a mystic flame flare in the girl's scarred heart, bringing the stone alive? Or was it the stone that instilled in her its celestial power? An answer never mattered to either of them. The orphan Medwit Sky became Medwit the Starkin child, a wry, witty rambler, a solver of troubles, a crafter of miracles. And to her dear ones, always a guardian. Until the final night when she left this world alone. When she was a young woman who never went home. Or sorry, she was a young woman who never went home. Ogagen. You know, these woods... I think these woods are strange. I mean, yeah. There's old texts of war that say presence is the oldest, the inevitable acts of violence. And based on that principle, I don't know. They talk about forests at one point, the violence of forests. I feel it here to be very true. Yeah, there's this image to me of roots, the tree roots, going down deeper than the ground, and they come out the other side, and the trees are, and are trees there too. But yeah, you kind of get a sense too. Do I have its weirdness in me? Like an atmospheric grumpiness? Talk, talk, talk. It's over there tapping his foot. Talk, talk. Wants us to go. She wants us to. Is there another thing to see? You want to stay? Me? No, they're all going. I think sometimes about the flute carvers of old Kjor. Flute carvers. They made wonderful flutes. They made one flute. They made the same flute, again and again. It was called in Cure the obstinate profession. I've wondered often why. And still I wonder. I would love a chance to go back and ask them. What about you now? Tuffle. Well, we know what you wanted us to know, I think. Was that the whole thing? Your story? About your... Would you call her your big sister? The truth was humaner than I would have guessed, and a little sad. She's a tragic little gal. You're welcome to keep... Keep coming along. With us. I don't know if... Hold on, Lady B. Slow your roll there, lady. Lady B, who has grabbed with both hands every weird opportunity that's come her way, says, oh, hold on, Hickey, I don't know if you can be allowed to hang out with this starlet. Why? She's welcome to travel with us, is all I'm saying. I mean, isn't she? Okay, hold on. Yeah, so this is going to be a solid Chrome Hickey choice. So, solid Chrome Hickey, here are your choices. I'm bad with pets, though. Don't be a pet. Deal? Or, Ogagen follows her Awakener, which would mean that Ogagen goes with Lady B. Or, no, their astral guide makes her own path from then on, which I assume means that Ogagen goes on her own way. So, just for the record, this is not... Number one is not Hickey refusing, it's Hickey saying, you can come with me. And I'd ask Borlak what he thinks as well, although this really is Hickey's adventure. Like, Hickey wanted his sister to come along, and so she has, but I feel like Hickey would have first right of refusal if he doesn't want Ogagen to hang out. So I'm going to drink here for a second. Take it along. But Hickey, 1 or 2? Because 1 and 2 both take them along. 1 would be with Hickey, and 2 would be with Lady B. Wouldn't it be amazing if if Ogagen goes with Lady B? So now she has a starstruck follower, and she's Moth, and she's Fae, and she's human. I mean, all she needs is a bear and a pig, and she's just all of the everythings. With me, says Hickey. Okay. And it might be that this celestial traveler remembers a voice in her sleep. A man's warm voice, his arms, after so long listening to the cold of the lake. The secret sounds of his caring. And even times he spoke his heart, knowing his voice struck something that was likely as earless, mindless as a pathstone. It might be that Ogagen remembers all of that, or it might not. Perhaps Hickey will one day ask. Okay, I think Hickey's picked up a new companion. Or I suppose it's also possible that this was always the plan. Medwit, that ancient mystic, she left her friend behind. Yes, to be woken and to live again, but also to find another person to walk next to. Apparently, I can't tell if Hickey stinks or what's happening over there. He's got like green mist. Oh, I'm not sure if Medwin is content with this outcome. I remember you offering us a roof sometime. Oh, look at that lady, Falsia. I still think the likeliest explanation of all is this her family? Is that she can't help herself. She just likes you. Wait, who is she talking about now? The Ogagen? Dawn over the house will shimmer, no different than it did the day they set out, but all 3 of them return changed. The journeys taken, the wonders witnessed and wrought, carved new wrinkles in the face and heart. Oh, look at that. They're friends. A mythic menagerie. Get 5 different pets across all campaigns. Excuse me, game. This is very much not a pet. That's the deal they cut. They're companions. So, oh, Caroluna has to turn in. Caroluna, have a great night. I know that your new job starts up very soon, if I'm remembering correctly. So whenever that is, best of luck to you. I'm concerned that I won't have a chance to, like, wish you well on the day. So maybe a little bit in advance. Best wishes. I hope it goes super well. Okay. Let's have Hickey and Lady B meet blah 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 here. Let's gather. Yes. Blobby Bard is getting his armor perfect. Look at that. Oh wait, he's not quite done. So let's just unpause for a few moments. Blobby Guard created for Blobby Bard. Okay. I'm gonna throw down a save just because we've seen some tough stuff come up in this campaign. Let's save. So we're ready to go in here now. And since this is the last part of this chapter, I think that we have to decide. Wednesday, says Caroluna, and says thanks. Yes, Caroluna, hopefully we'll get a chance to hang out tomorrow, although not too late. I don't want to keep you up. But yeah, if not, it's, when you start out or something like that, it's a lot of getting to meet people, orientation. It's never as stressful as I always think it is starting something brand new. And I'm really hoping the best for you. I'm very excited on your behalf. Okay, so let's go to Tanner Wilds. This has been a while in the making. We're going to scout. And, we want to think about whose story this is, really. So I'm going to say Blobby Bard, Lady B, Hickey, Elsie for sure, because, it's her sister. And Maxine? Maxine's been in the party the whole time, I feel like. Yeah, and also, believe it or not, in a party of almost all hunters, we actually have no hunters in this particular party. So let's bring Maxine along. Yeah. Okay. Okay, lots of defenses is the point. These guys are going to be done before the others even get here, so let's build some defenses at Leafhelm, because, why not? Anybody that's not super busy can go do that. Yeah, let's have the others meet them up here. Scaly one and Stormlander. Yep. Yeah, okay. No beacons have led them here. No flashes or columns of disappearing dust have barred the winter sky. But gray-green fog wreathes a nameless castle. A growing host of Thrixel haunts its stones. I have absolutely no memory of Elsie's voice at all. So many of them. Oh, crud. Maxine's voice. Yeah, thought the discretion of using the map would buy us all a little time, but they found him anyway. Is it as grim as it looks? Gotta count our options, no rushing in. But notice they're not going inside? If he's in there, maybe he's got some way of holding them off. He's kept them at arm's length a while now. I think his time's running short. Okay, but not short enough, because we've got to do a scout here. We're going to do a patrol with Elsie, Maxine, Blobby Bard, Lady B, and Hickey. Okay, right? Yeah. Right, yeah, we've really been... No, so the thing is, we haven't been spinning our wheels. We just haven't gone as fast as we could have. I am not spending any legacy points on stopping this. I'm just not going to. By the way, if we were to do the assault... should we just do the assault? The chapter will end. Make sure you're ready. I think that we should do the patrol, honestly. Okay. Now, I'm gonna save it. Save. Okay, now, let's do it. This is the final fight of the chapter. As they gather for their approach, conditions around the castle undergo a troubling shift. Where are those Thrixels we're seeing? Did they move away? That's not even close. No, just saw them go all still, suddenly and together. They filed inside. Couldn't have been more than an hour ago. Whatever was holding them back appears to have broken. The ancient fortress sucks cold wind through its whistling teeth. No living beast now lingers in the gloom outside its walls. Probably beyond time we were in then. Right, Lady B? Elsie? Lovely Bard? Hey, does this count as storming the castle? It does. By the way, that's the narrator. Nobody said that. The narrator says it does. Luca Loki. Whoa. That is a lot of guys. So the Kinestend, I don't think we've seen before. Busy hands are blurs beneath its brooding bulk. Seen close, the globes it palms round are full of lucent dreams. Jesus. I really miss not having Drienne here. Okay. Kill all enemies. Is that all? Okay. Blobbity bar. So, part of me wants to do Swell Song right now, but here's the thing. We know that there's way more dangerous things out there. So, yeah, as Maxine says, holy cow. So, Maxine. Well, Quelling Moss would be awesome in the middle of these guys, right? What's the range on Quelling Moss? Hold on, it says here. No, it doesn't. Hold on. So wait, Maxine is there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fists. So 5, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 squares away from where Maxine is standing. So if she goes there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can get like most of them, I really feel like. So let's move Maxine here. And Quelling Moss on all these fools. Okay, whoever we don't kill with weapons, if we can just like sponge them up a little bit, we're gonna kill them with poison, because they're gonna take a lot of poison. It's like three points of damage right through that armor. So next up would be Hickey. So we can't do the thing where Hickey walks up to them right now. We could compel the thrust to go back. We could interfuse with this. Yeah, we'll probably do this. Is this... Oh, hold on. We could interfuse with that bookshelf. I feel like that's a good call. Yeah, if Hickey moves here... Wait, what was Celestial Buff? You know, we did not yet look at Ogagen. When Hickey leaves a tile, 40% chance to make the tile celestial and grant plus 10 accuracy to allies standing in it. Holy hell! And he's really mobile, so that's great. Does that happen every time he takes a step? There's a 40% chance to do that? A vision of this Rockling's path revealed its gray name, Ogagen. Expressionless, there is nevertheless something companionable in its bearing, its gaze, its helpful footprints. Okay, hold on. Let's interfuse with this bookshelf and do a Splinter Blast. Holy God. Yeah, on all of them, please. It's a really good attack. Okay. Lady B. So Lady B has her Wither Bolt, which is awesome. And it looks like she could do it from here and also wall with her brother. So let's have Lady B come here. Let's interfuse with this rock pile. Let's interfuse. Oh, no. So I don't want to interfuse with anything else. Let's just do Witherbolt. Witherbolt does more damage for every enemy it jumps to. So let's start here. Okay, the second one dodged, but those two Dweavers die on their turn. I don't remember if it's at the beginning or at the end. Okay. So, Elsie. Yeah, Elsie can do Thundering Challenge. What's the range on that? Do we know? I don't think I do. Thundering Challenge? Once per combat. Okay. I don't think I want to do it on just that one guy. So let's have her do a Guardian. And then Blobbity Bard. I feel like what we don't want is a lot of enemies coming up into this area. So let's move Blobbity Bard up here. And he's going to hit this guy. Yeah, look at that poison. Okay, I did not see that guy over there. Okay, I'm not too worried about their stasis. Elsie, hit this guy with your sword. Alright, Lady B, this would be a great opportunity to do some more interfusions. Let's grab those books. And let's grab this brazier. And now, let's see if we can kill both those guys with your Witherbolt. Again, Lady B's whole thing is to be interfused with as many different things as possible so that she can do maximum damage and have maximum defenses. Okay, so that Seeker's not quite going to be dead, but it's not going to be feeling real good after this turn. Hello to Grumpy! Grumpy, I hope you're having a great day so far. Okay, so Hickey can remove stasis on one of them, which is good. Yeah, so that brings out Maxine. And then if all Hickey does is move up here, that guy has a 100% chance to take 3 damage, and then he dies of poison. And then we have Maxine. So, Maxine, can you use your arrow? Oh, that's right. Remember, Maxine has her Death Blade, too. Like the super Dark Blade. Let's swap weapon, though. 95% chance. Put one right between his eyes. Okay, Hickey's aura damaged that guy as soon as it came around the corner. Now, the Thrixtel are actively interfusing with things, and so this stuff has become dangerous. We need to take out those guys, hopefully now-ish. Hold on, what is this? Okay, sorry. Let's see. So, I don't think we want to Thundering Challenge this guy yet. Let's have Maxine remove the stasis, because she can do that without moving. She's too close. Okay, so if we could set up a backstab of some kind, Maxine can wreck that guy. Yeah, Blobbity Bard, come around here. That's fine. And hit him. Okay, so Blobbity Bard's stunt caused fire to fly over and hit this guy. Through the door, it was a bank shot. Okay, hold on. Maxine. Switch weapon. Oh, yeah. So, Maxine can't attack diagonals because her dagger has a very short reach. Let's go back to... Yeah, Maxine is like perfectly in the area where she can't do anything. Okay, Elsie. Let's have you come up because you're the furthest back. Kill him. And now, Hickey can walk right around the corner. And just by arriving, he's going to do a lot of damage to them. I think we'll probably do that. I regret my choice. He did do the damage to them, but I'm thinking we might walk right around the corner again. Let's interfuse with something, because we are here. Let's interfuse with this fire. And then we're gonna pull Hickey right back next to Blobbybard. Okay, so now we see what's up. So Maxine actually can't do a huge amount, but she can throw some... I'm just making sure that we don't hit Hickey with this. Yeah, we can throw some Quelling Moss over there. Still, some poison is better than none. And Lady B. Yeah, Lady B we really want to have up here. Yep. Okay, and let's do Witherbolt on these guys. Was that a triple kill? Jesus Christ. Okay, stop putting Blobbybard into stasis. Yeah, so we've never seen one of these before. Spawned 2 Thrixal Chrysalises, which will hatch after 2 turns. Now, what's interesting is that this thing doesn't appear to have any attacks of its own that we can see. Usually it would show, like, all the abilities that the enemy has. So, this thing is gonna spawn more enemies, but doesn't itself appear to be dangerous. So that's a relief, he said after a pregnant pause. Let's... Maxine does have ambush though, right? I think she does. Swap weapon. Yes, okay. So Maxine could come over here and we're gonna set up an ambush shot. Oh, whoops. Well, not whoops. I brought Blobbybard out of stasis. Elsie, can you kill this thing yourself? Elsie's currently getting the celestial buff from Ogagen. Oh, here's what we can do. Hickey, just walk near this guy. There we go. And let's interfuse with the Ruined Arch. And throw a discus at these guys. Not too shabby. It took off a point of armor. I'll take it. Blobbybard. So when we can do attacks on these guys, this would be the best chance to do Swell Song, I feel like. But let's bring Blobbybard up here. And for the time being, we'll do Guardian. And now here's Lady B. So once again, Lady B can do some more interfusion. So let's do that. Let's interfuse with that rock pile. And although she could do more, we're not there right now. So let's do Witherbolt on... this guy. I guess we'll see what happens. She just wrecked that Scorier. I mean, he's still up, but... it tried to walk up to get Hickey and went into his aura and got killed. Okay. I feel like we really want Maxine throwing poison into the next room. Okay, so wait, this is a great opportunity. If ever there was a time for Swell Song, this is it. So let's do Swell Song with Blobbybard. Blobbybard. All right, Maxine can come here. Yes. And Quelling Moss on as many guys as you can. That is a lot of dudes. I think the first time we ever like had a character with Quelling Moss, I didn't really use it very much, and for the life of me, I can't imagine why. It's really good. I think I just didn't think of it. So, I'm worried about the Drathix. If we remember, this thing has a cone of poison breath, and we can see how bad poison is. Right at the moment, I think he physically has a lot of difficulty getting to us. So I'm not real inclined to go closer. How about some more Witherbolt for you? Okay, that works out. Thundering Challenge I'd most want to do to the Drathix, but let's see if Elsie can kill this guy. Alright. Hickey can interfuse with this brazier and maybe throw some fire through two guys. That works for me. And now it's just Blobbybard. So the situation that I'm the most worried about is the Drathix somehow finds a pathway over here and just blasts everybody with poison, because that would be really bad. Mark was saying it's dropping 2 eggs a turn. That could get bad. Yeah, I'm nervous about pushing in too quickly. But like if Blobbybard went here, he'd have a backstab on this guy. That's really appealing. He's got a lot of armor. Let's do it. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And hello to Marquack, if I didn't say that. Okay, Blobbybard got poisoned. It's only poison 1. Blobbybard is poisoned and takes damage every turn for 2 turns. It's only 1, so that's bad, but he's not in danger yet. Not like Maxine level danger. Maxine really puts the poison to these guys. Elsie's the furthest back, so let's have Elsie come here and... Okay, so this is as far forward as Elsie can go. Let's have Elsie come here and just kill the bard, not the Blobbybard. No, this thing is good at blocking, I find. Hickey can discus from here. Hold on. If we walk Hickey up here, then the bard takes 3 points of damage. Right. So the bard's dead now. So we can skip anything about that. Let's use the chest to constrict this guy. So that's going to limit where it can go. Maxine cannot quite get into poison range of those guys back there based on where she is right now. If Maxine comes here, she could stab some of these dream chrysalises, and that's probably a good idea. I just don't want her to get caught out where, like, these other guys are getting to attack her. Hold on. Swap weapon. Okay, who are we on? Blobbybard. So we got Blobbybard and Lady B. Lady B... I can't quite... Oh, wait, no. Lady B could go here and hit the Drathix. Yes, let's do that. She's, hanging out with her brother. We're gonna interfuse with this rubble. And then we're gonna do a Wither Bolt on... Wait, really? I could have sworn. Okay, well, what about a Splinter Blast then? Yeah, Splinter Blast on these guys then. Okay, that didn't take off the Drathic's armor in the way that I'd hoped. Now it is Blobbity Bard turn. Regular Bard dies, Dream Chrysalis dies, so I think Blobbity Bard comes here and just smashes this, because I don't want to find out what comes out of these. Oh, there we go. Blobbity Bard also lit the other one on fire. Okay, Blobbity Bard's still poisoned, but he's standing. Poison is dangerous because Blobbity Bard has defenses against everything except like internal organ failure. When he gets necrotic, there's not a lot that we can do for him. So, I feel like Hickey removes his stasis, and then does more constrict. Yeah, let's keep strangling this guy if we can. Okay, Maxine. Maxine could potentially, but lose 1 speed. Okay, we're not there yet. That's not like a teleport. But Blobbity Bard has a teleport. We could get around to the back end of this Drathix and set Maxine up for a really nice... Yeah, hold on. Lady B, let's interfuse with this pillar. Let's interfuse with this fire. Lady B is now at... No, she's not. She's still not at maximum power, but she's at as high enough power as we can do. So let's have... So ideally we want this Witherbolt to jump 3 spaces, and if so, it'll actually kill 3 guys. I really like Witherbolt. I wonder if there's consequences to this much power. Okay, Blobbity Bard. Yeah, Blobbity Bard. Come around here. Stab this guy. Okay, and we were setting him up for a backstab if we wanted Maxine to follow up. Maxine can instead focus on this Seeker. Now, why can Maxine do a backstab from... Or sorry, do a stab from here? I thought she couldn't attack diagonals. Oh, that's Elsie. I wasn't selecting the right person. Okay, Maxine now can come here and do a stab. Okay, more dudes are here. I feel like we've done really good work so far. Like, there's more guys, but I feel like this so far has been going pretty well. Blobbity Blah is over his poison. We really want Lady B and Blobbity Bard to stay kind of close to each other because they're super good friends. Let's interfuse with this ruined pillar. And then maybe throw a discus at this guy. Okay. Feel pretty good about having everybody work their way over to Blobbity Bard. Maxine. If we don't catch sight of an enemy that we need to attack, Maxine can slip into the Grey Plane. And Hickey can come up here. I don't want to push it, but I really feel like we can sort of safely come over here. And now we're up to Blobbity Bard. I'm just going to set up a Guardian there in case somebody comes around the corner. Oh, that pillar is actually blocking the way, now that I see its positioning a little bit more. Okay, let's steer clear those. Hickey, come just take a walk right next to these guys, will you? And we could do compulsion, or we could do... Yeah, let's grab these barrels. That's bad. And let's splinter blast these guys. Hold on, I want to make sure we're not hitting Hickey as well, right? Right, okay. Okay, these guys just got real messed up. Maxine could do poison, and then they'd both... If they both got poison, they'd both go down. But I feel like it's better if we bring Maxine up here. We'll get the Celestial buff from Ogagen, and then we'll just do a regular fight, a regular attack. Let's swap weapon, shoot. Yeah, those guys are a little bit too far away. We can shoot that guy. Okay, yeah, I don't want to bring Blobbybard too far away from everybody, but he's got an opportunity to do an attack here. And we can wind walk back to everybody else afterwards. How much damage can this thing do? I actually don't know. Yeah, let's bring Elsie up a little bit. Blobbybard, you hang out. Okay, Lady B. Yeah, Lady B, you come here. We're going to get the Celestial buff. This is a really good companion that you've got here, Solid Chrome Hickey. What can we interfuse with? Anything and everything, really. Like, keep interfusing with things, Lady B. It's just a broad network of using the Force to make yourself more unstoppable. And... yeah, Witherbolt his ass, man. Okay, we were really hoping to interact with this guy, but the Nightmare is, I think, wisely trying to move away from Blobbybard and Elsie. Elsie, you come up here, mostly because we have to clear the path for Blobbybard. Blobbybard, come, like... get right in this guy's grill. Like, get right up on him. Lady B, more interfusions. More. More interfusions. Keep going. So, Witherbolting this guy, we might kill him outright. Let's try it. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to split in half. That's awesome. Okay, now, we've got not a problem, but our concern is with this Drathix. Grumpy, as Luca Loki said, turned to atoms. Grumpy is saying sitting in his car, juicing up at 125 kilowatts. Me and other 7 nerds. I don't know if this is a reference to something, or if Grumpy is planning to hit 88 miles per hour. Juicing up. So you're recharging your car, maybe, but I don't know the means. Oh, the 7 other people that are also charging their cars. Okay, I'm with you. I don't want to send Hickey in there by himself. Maxine could fire poison right back at this guy. You know what we really want to do, though? We want to set this thing up for a... Man, if we could do a backstab with Maxine, this thing would not last long. But we can't, because there's no way to get Hickey on the other side. We can have Maxine set up an ambush right there. That way, if anything comes up, Maxine gets a shot, and we have Solid Chrome Hickey have an opportunity to use his aura. Let's move Hickey around, like, 1 over, so hopefully this Drathix has a harder time seeing him. And... yeah, I want to try to hit him with something. I was thinking about compelling him to walk into the ambush zone, but he's likely to do that anyway, and we can probably do a constriction. Oh, I don't like that at all. Who just got poisoned? I feel like Lady B is poison. I don't know why this is going to affect her. How bad is it? 1. Okay. 1. Okay. And so, yeah, everybody's going to lose some hit points here. Well, I mean, we just got to keep going. Like, keep trying to take him out as best as we can. We'll do Guardian there. So, I do feel like this would be a great opportunity for Blobby Bard to do his Wind Walk. Let's have Blobby Bard go poof. So he appears over here and hits him. And even if that fails, hold on, now Maxine can come in here. Hold on, let's swap weapon. And we're gonna stab the shit out of this thing with the worst dagger in the world. Okay, that was a lot of damage. It wasn't quite enough to get it done, but Blobby Bard gets to get a follow-up attack, and now the graphics is done. Grumpy took a kid to a doctor's appointment. It's really cold and didn't have a lot of battery left and didn't want to sit in an hour without heat, so I went to a supercharger. The station's probably 1 megawatt right now. Kind of blows my mind a little. Probably pulling 1 megawatt right now. Okay, hold on. Lady B. I do feel like we just hit this guy, unless there's something I can interfuse with. No, she's actually fully charged right now. 17 damage! I know that in the world of, like, I don't know, World of Warcraft, that's not very much, but in the world of Wildermyth, a single attack doing 17 damage is really good. Welcome back to Samalander. It can probably pull more than it normally would be able to since it's so cold. Okay, solid, chrome, hickey. Can walk here and instantly do 3 points of damage to this guy. I think that's a good call. Look at all the Celestial Buffy left. And let's... Can I possibly compel this guy to walk into the fire? Let's try it. Compel. No, not quite. But we can still move him further away. And that poison, that's real rotten, but... Solid Chrome Hickey, come here. Stab him, or hit him with your axe. Alright, Maxine is not... Oh, Maxine is in backstabby mode. Note that with a double damage buff, Maxine doesn't hit 17 damage. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We definitely got 2 Dweavers left on the field. Let's have Blobby Bard come here. We're gonna get the Celestial buff. And Lady B. Yeah, this is safe for her to stand by because she's interfused with it, not the enemy. And we're gonna do a Wither Bolt on him. Alright, that was a lot of dudes, but everybody did extremely well. A Feather Steel Strap. Speed +7. Maxine already has a Wolfheart strap, so we're not going to replace that. Yeah, I'd love for Maxine to be as fast as possible. We give it to Patikin. Where is Patikin? But he's already got a strap. Yeah, I don't want to take away his stunt trap. Lady B benefits... Well, nobody doesn't benefit from being speedy. Lady B gets an integer. Elsie gets an integer. Stormalander does not. And Scaly One... Oh, Scaly One gets a perfect integer. I feel like that's a good call. Let's give it to Scaly One. The corridors sigh. A draft of air flowing through them that billows cobwebs, blows bitter, inky smells out of the cracks in windows. Door up here! Impressive construction, and hauling all this stone here. The crumbling shoulders of the keep seem to sag a little deeper. A chasm in the ground drops to a barely seen basement floor. They sidle past, tickling free fragments that spill down and shatter in darkness. Thank you to Mark Quack and Grumpy. I appreciate it, Mark Quack. What was impressive is that Lady B... Lady B does so much damage. I mean, it's a team effort, but for a long time now, my internal barometer for a damage dealer has been Drienne, and I think that Lady B is the first character who's actually like excelling past that, and that's partially due to the number of mutations and bonuses that she's picked up. She's a very unique character. But yeah, no, thank you guys very much. Come to stand before a waxy door. Kind of has a strangely pristine look to it. Bit cleaner and sturdier than everything else, huh? The whole wall just fades as they speak those words. Okay. A quiet chamber lies behind. Beyond. Peaceful and abandoned. It's weird, like I can sense him. You're here, aren't you? Mothman! We came for you!
No need to quack quite so loud, Ducky.
No, you're thinking of Duck Teakin, and he's not here right now.
And before you do start lecturing me...
Yeah, you've seen better days.
On better days, I go unseen. Here, use the shade gathered in your wings. Shroud us from her, so we may move safely on.
By her, he means my Ekthys? Is she watching us? Think so.
The signatures of all uncautious life are exposed to her inner eye. She can dream of us, may be a better way to express it.
But you're implying I'm capable of hiding us.
Your element is obscurity. Every powdery panel on your back drinks the shadows you walk under. Use your wings. Ask them what they are for, and they will answer with instinct.
I'm not the kind of person who talks to her elbows, but I'll see what I can... Lady B allows her awareness to trickle and bleed away from her born body to these petal-thin wings. And then she sees the entire structure from outside. At the speed of a wish, she paints it out of the scene. I'm actually doing it.
Yes. Though next time, show a little more restraint. You will exhaust yourself throwing quilts over castles like that.
Wish I'd respected this power a little more.
Power deserves nothing from us but caution. We are claimed by whatever we crown.
You don't think she'll come here herself, do you?
Something in your voice, Hawkling, tells me all I need to know. Under cloak and while our fortunes hold, let us be away.
You led us on a wide-ranging chase. Why not come to us? Or hide your presence from them entirely, like Lady B's apparently doing?
Questions, yes.
Don't fall down here. I don't know who's talking. I think this is Mothman.
Would you believe I have been so deeply fatigued I could scarce assemble any clear idea of where I was or how to find you? 6 years I have fled, a moth in a forge, unable to land long, stumbling and flitting away from heat and hammers. A regular rabbit might have run himself raw, but no, I am cleverer and more winged than that. I stayed only as far from her grasp as was necessary, and then, wandering terrafract, I at last found one unguarded glimmer scene. One gap was all I needed. Slipped through, but summoned no better inspiration than to send up a flare and hope my birds swooped in.
You were hunted, so you left us assurances of your identity, and you left that glimmer scene behind.
Yes, a summer house from long ago. That was where I thought to go next. Some places stay fixed in the mind. I knew I would not have long there before they followed. From what you told me, you were quite close as well. I am sorry. I was fighting senselessness.
But you changed your strategy. You knew where you were going to go next.
Indeed. I left you a map, and I went home. It was prettier when I was a child, gallivanting through the corridors, climbing columns and bookcases, and sneaking into small spaces to read. Memories still put me there. Dreams. Home is the naturalest place to end up.
But does that mean...
Yes, I am a prince. It was a long time ago. A long, buried time. My advice to you, dear birds, do not outlive all you have loved. Your idle talons will turn to mischief, and your mischief will damage those with something still to treasure. In any case, I do not merely seek asylum, but also am here to give warning. Our Ecthis, your Illuna, she will ruin this world if she is not stopped. The delicate caveat is, stopping her may be impossible. Her powers are beyond mine, and her body is beyond death. Thwoosh!
Can I ask, maybe we could just talk it out, make peace with her? My memory of her is that she didn't understand harm. I honestly didn't fully understand what she intended.
Perhaps an appeal would work, but I would strongly urge you to have a second plan. You will not face her twice. From what I am given to understand of her aims, she intends to remake the animal, the human animal, in the image of herself. Lady B, you were her first try. She will evoke a great change in the blood of all our kind, across this and all yonderlings.
But what does that even mean? Is that something she can do? And also, like, how do you presume to know? Sorry, but we're supposed to believe that she told you her plan.
She told me a plan. She is a thoughtful one, and she tried to make me see.
No memory of what her voice was like, so... We both contain immensities. That's probably not good enough.
And smallnesses, and hypocrisies.
Some more than others, yes, but they're things we would never comprehend, left alone. Sorry, they're things we never would have comprehended, left alone. Tell me, it's not your story as well. I only ever saw flames, weaknesses in myself. Now I know those were doors, waiting to be unlocked. You shouldn't be fighting me. You should be at my side, helping it happen.
You certainly have no obligation to credit my story.
Her goals sound sort of benevolent, though, don't they?
In her future, it is the gifted ones, like her, like Lady B, and perhaps the mystics and potential mystics among you. They inherit the world. Everyone else will fade into poor, violent sorrowers like those you have been forced to put down. That divide does not make her happy, but it will not make her stop. I am sorry. I am still quite exhausted. A big, gloomy hole is what I need. No protection will keep her off of us forever. I thank you deeply for sheltering me, and if I must go to draw her ire off your necks, I will blithely go. If you intend to fight her, you will have my aid. Good night.
The Mothman makes for the basement, where he's pushed together a musty, dark nest he likes. I will fight against her. I'm not a fool. Seems different than he was described. He certainly changed, no longer the feckless thing he seemed. Nothing can kill her, did he say? Nothing will keep her at bay. Now I know how a roach feels, fleeing light, huddling under cabinets. Answers rarely leap to frantic fingers. A season of searching rakes by. before one curious, half-remembered page flutters through the rooms of Hickey's mind to drape itself on his consciousness. Okay, spring has passed. Wait, how many years? Is it just spring? Yeah, only the season. Okay, that's awesome. Like, again, for anybody that didn't see the original series, we're accustomed to the space between chapters being a decade or more, so it's really good that we've gotten a chance to stay with the whole crew. Okay, we've reduced the enemy power. We've really lost Seeker 2. Everything else in the Thrixel thing. Like, it's nice that the other guys got weakened, but we're mostly fighting Thrixels. As spring gives way to summer, harrowed and hurried as she was to that season, Maxine felt the unfaltering courage to be warm, to relax, and to let the days recommend their flavors. She relished each one. Among the whole company, a quiet eagerness for life softly burned. Who could say how many more days there'd be? Okay, so unless Borlak is still here, I think we are going to progress Lady B's transformations. She really seems all in on this path, especially since she doesn't really have a problem with what Ekthys is doing. So let's go ahead and take her Sylvan leg. She's going to be, I think I've called her Faye. She's Sylvan, I guess. She's going to lose 5 block, but gain half a speed point, which is not nothing. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, she definitely benefits from mobility. So, Maxine, if you are here, apparently you are now transforming. Shall you take a skeletal leg? That's going to give you plus 0.3 speed. I don't know how much closer that... Oh, it does. Okay, hold on. Let's look at stats, just so you have the complete picture. So I think your speed is 6.5. So it won't quite give you an integer, but if both legs progress that way, it would. Hopefully Maxine is still here, because I'd want her to be able to have a say in it. Oh, sorry, she is here. In fact, she had done the most recent Jeremy. I just hadn't looked at chat to see who it was. So while Maxine makes that choice, how is that giving me speed, though? Your feet no longer hurt because all the muscles and sinew are gone. So there's no more pain nerve endings. That's how it works. You might not be as quiet, though. I need to drink. Hold on. Luca Loki is saying magic. If there's no muscles, I'm faster. It makes sense. And Mark Wack is saying it's dark magic. So what do you think, Maxine? This is a unique transformation. We haven't seen it happen before. I'm stretching at the same time. Oh. Let's do it, says Maxine. Okay. Salamander stepped away, but then he came back, I think. So, should we advance Stormalanders? And I think I know the answer, because he said that he's in for all sorts of transformations. So, this would cost -5 block, but it would increase his Thunder Stomp. Once per turn is a swift action. Stomps the ground with a small chance to stun enemies within range. Chance increases with stun chance. And also, like, it, you know, gets an extra range for having both legs. So Stormalander's real Salamander rather is 100% yes. Okay. Get the head and all 4 limbs for a transformation. Okay, wait. Is this the one that we got? Completing the look? I think so. So wait, how do I get to this screen, by the way? Because I never know what elemental weapons I've picked up. Like, we don't have the fire hammer, and we only have the leaf spear. I need to figure out how to get back to this screen. Apparently it's next to achievements. Okay. We have lots of crafting materials, and we're heading into the last chapter. So we already did Blobbyguard, so he's good. Drienne is good. Elsie we haven't done yet, but she's fairly new to the party, so let's take a look through. Yeah, man, in terms of armor, I feel like we're doing pretty well. We could upgrade Lorekeeper. This is pretty cheap. He gets twice as much armor. He gets his first full warding point. And perhaps most importantly for him, he gets dodge. Let's do that. Okay, so we've upgraded Lorekeeper. Everybody else, except Elsie, has their level 2 weapons. I think that we do want to upgrade Elsie. Full plate mail. Here we go. Yeah, look how many ingots we have. Yes, this is an easy pick. Okay. Drienne. I would love to upgrade Drienne's staff. And I don't know by how much yet. 13 ingots. That's most of our ingots. Before we commit to that, we also really want to do Bard. So Bard will use either of his weapons depending on the circumstance, but if we were to do one thing first, it would probably be his sword. Okay, yeah, so Drienne and Bard are competing a little bit for our supply of ingots. What about your axe? Is that also ingots? Oh boy, and how? Okay. So Bard has his fire sword out more than his ice axe. So let's... Hold on, that would be 8 out of 17. That would leave us 9. And then Drienne would be 13. So here's why I'm leaning towards Drienne. Bard, first of all, does a lot of damage all on his own. But secondly, like, with a good staff, Drienne is a damage powerhouse. Without a good weapon, Bard is still really good at putting his shield down and saying, you don't go further than this. And he still gets the kills to pull off his, like, his wolf call and stuff. McMaster did a stream last night around midnight your time. It was a Hitman stream. Was that the new, like, update to Hitman? Like what is it? They updated Hitman 3, so now it's called like World of Assassination or something like that, and like backfilled all the original stuff. So anyway, I'm just explaining that, like, I would love to do both, but if I have to choose... Oh, wait, hold on. We could do both. We could do both. We don't have to go up to level 3. This would give Drienne +1 damage. And that's only +2 damage. Yeah, hold on. Let's do +1 damage for Drienne. And then we'll do, for Bard, let's do a +1 here. Yeah. I don't want to spend 4 legacy points, but getting Bard up to his level 2 fire sword, King's Dire, apparently, is what we're crafting here. Create. Okay, so that's most of our ingots. What else can we do? Elsie's already got a level 2. Actually, we're doing really well. Okay, so for one... I'm not saying that we're going to do it for Patikin, but for 1 ingot, for 1 legacy point, we could upgrade to a tier 3 bow. I feel like we'll probably do that for Patikin. I'm just taking a look. Maxine's got a really good bow, but more importantly, she's got that dagger. So, like, the bow is nice, but the dagger is withering. Like, it's a really good dagger. So, we're sort of between Patikin or Scaly One to do a bow upgrade. Yeah, Stormlander has evolved beyond the need for gear, so... I honestly don't know who's been with the party longer. Do we have any sense on what their overall damage output is? Okay, Scaly One does 50% more stunt damage. So I'm leaning in that direction. Damage, range goes up a little. Patikin, how about for your bow? Oh, and also, wait, hold on. This is another consideration. We can do hers for free. Like, free in terms of, like, we don't have to spend any legacy points. All right, that settles it then. Ornate Cherry Arc? Not a big fan of that one. Golden Pride isn't bad. Let's go with Golden Pride. Okay. We still got 35 heartwoods and hides. Like, is there anything else that we can craft with any of this stuff? Scaly One could upgrade her crossbow. It would only cost 1 point. What else do we have here, though? No, that's 8 points. We're not doing that. Hickey has his staff. Although Hickey... Well, hold on. Hickey could use his staff. How does that compare to his axe? And he gets broad swipes. Yeah. So the staff is nice because he gets like an extra point of range. And this is only 1 legacy point. It's just 1 ingot. This is going to increase his damage, his spell damage, his block. Yeah, I'm going to drop 1... Let me just double check, because we can't do Drienne, right? No, yeah, we're not doing 8 points. Not for that. But yeah, let's upgrade his staff. Yeah, 1 legacy point. I'll spend that. Math working thorn perch. Let's re-roll that. Okay, but everybody's going to call it the guiding dust crotch. So we're not doing that. No. No. Hawkwood cane is coming. Hawkwood cane is coming pretty good, but I don't like the cane. How about Hawkwood? We just go with Hawkwood staff. I was trying to think of something more poetic. I don't mind Hawkwood thorn perch. I just didn't like the math working part of it. Yeah, let's go with that. That's a pretty cool name. I believe it was with the updates, said Mark White. Mark White, did you know that I still have, like, I love Hitman so much, like that Paris level, and I've still, like, really never played more than that? We should get into that someday. Lady B's spear is ridiculous. 1 point to do this. I feel like why wouldn't we? Like, she does so much damage, but she does so much damage. I guess I only have one question. Is she gonna turn into Salamander or Stormalander where she no longer can use this if she continues to transform? And I kind of think that she will. So actually I'm not gonna spend that. I'm concerned that that would just be a waste. I guess we technically unlock it. Boy, I really like that spear though. That's a cool spear. Yeah, that's way too expensive. I'll tell you what, let's not fail to upgrade our gear based on what we think might happen. So, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's 1 more legacy point, but I'm going to do that. And I'm going to keep the name as Sylvan Quill, because I really like that name. Yeah, it's just a reforging of the same weapon. Okay. So we spent a couple legacy points. It's fine. You know, we'll still have plenty of people to elevate. But we're like, I'm just letting you guys know now, our goal is to not have any more, not spend any more legacy points. We want to have as many as we can. That's a lot of upgrades. Like, we actually got a lot of stuff done. Let's hit it. Wind makes a puppet show with the woods and wheatgrass. Smells of summer. I've started to associate them with a journey. By the sounds of it, we're leaving today. I think that's wise. All those years ago, you stumbled on us in the woods. The kids vouch for you. Proud of all we've done since then, you and I. We were a good team. What do you mean we, Blobby Blard? Hold on.
In the case we cannot find it quickly enough, but I agree there is a risk we may have to run.
Blobbity Bard, Maxine, in here!
How early were you all up?
Never went to bed.
I do not require sleep.
I felt like I overslept.
Well, anyway, we took the wood path and picked up some kindling.
Sounded like you had travel plans. Yeah, I think we're heading out. You remember this book, Blobbity Bard?
The Kjorn one.
I don't know who's talking, but I think it's Hickey. Funny how fate weaves things in. My little sister finally did translate it all. Didn't think it had much use, though, and we kind of forgot about it. This past spring, I found myself thinking about a particular passage. Not one of the illustrated entries, but one of the messy, scrawled accounts in the back. Here, you read it. Start where my thumb was. Those binding words were wrung out from our throats. Our lungs were leached of air. But when... Okay, I can't pronounce this without an accent. As your main, it's pronounced. Kjorin name. Person's name. What a musical sound. But when As Djurmain shook me, and my fearing eyelids found the courage to unclench, she was smiling, and the thing was done. Blasted into the founding stone, the runic script of our entwined souls, smoky words that would elude even the most dream-fluent and wishing wise, and any who did not share my blood or my wife's, so the seal was made sure. Thereafter, a tower did we raise, our tower of locks. From within, no being could go without, and without no being within, and from without no being within, save when, by our will, the door were unbarred. Blavdibard lets the old Kjorin book softly close. So, if I understand, this married couple from Kjor crafted a kind of legend-worthy spell, and it meant they could decide who enters or leaves their tower? That's a compelling story. But I think Hickey and them are thinking, if we find the place and trap Ecthis inside, or is that wrong? I'm bad at all the accents, but especially switching from Maxine to Lady B and back is really hard. My knowledge of old Kjor's descent, and the Mothman too, he says it's possible.
Accepted history has it that the ancient Kjorins engaged in a centuries-long struggle with the Thrixl. Most theorize that this is what ended Kjorin civilization. We learned such things growing up, though Thrixl was only a monster from the rhymes.
But wait, really? That's our plan? Lock her up in a fancy magic prison?
Being honest, it is a long, almost target-blind shot. But time ebbs, and I doubt we can protect our presence if we stay here.
The problem is we don't know where it is, or if it works, or how we open it, or how we coax her inside, or if it even exists in the first place.
What I know is that we stand no chance of winning a direct duel. I also know that Kjorin records are lauded for their accuracy, and when this story struck my ear, I could not help feeling it had the ring of truth, and the familiarity of a well-trod tale forgotten. I believe it is out there, this Tower of Locks, and my beliefs are as good as your certainties, little birds.
That's quite a claim.
I am quite a Mothman.
Throbble and Kerchclunch. Marquardt says, I would very much enjoy watching you stream Hitman. Careful what you wish for, because I tend to play that game very slowly and repetitiously. But it is a very, very fun game. A bulging gust tries to bust the window. Alright, well, maybe we can tie ourselves to kites and travel faster. Oh, sorry, he's not talking. They depart before noon, seeking Rumor and Brittle's key, traveling always with protective shrouds cast round. But any night's wind felt like it might rip away their fortunes. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Okay, locate the Tower of Locks. I'm just looking to see where everybody is. Because, yeah, Maxine is down here. Blavdibard! What the hell? Why are you at Light Demon? Blavdibard. Okay, and we can get a new person. It's going to cost 3 points. If we bring Blavdibard, it costs 2. Do I want to bring in somebody in Chapter 5? Let's look to see who's available. Hold on. Save. Yeah, save. I'm just letting you know. Whoops, hold on. Oh, we'd have to send somebody before we even know who's there. I mean, we have to go across there anyway, so it wouldn't hurt us to stop by. We're gonna split the party. I want to at least see who's there. So let's make sure that Blobbity Bard is going here. So Blobbity Bard, let's have you go here. And we're going to basically split between who... Oh, we're going to go through here as well. Okay, so... Yeah, let's just get started. So, this is an infected zone, so we need to send at least 3 people. Let's send... Elsie, Lady B, Hickey... I feel like Maxine. Maxine should leave the other party, though. I feel like. Scaly One and Lorekeeper? Or Stormalander? Let's go with... Wait, who's Stormalander in a relationship with? Stormalander's in a relationship with Maxine. So Stormalander goes with Maxine. So let's send Patikin. Yeah, no, we got 2 mystics. We're not going to send Drian. Let's send Lorekeeper. Yeah, Lorekeeper and Scaly One. Lorekeeper's going to learn from Scaly One because she's been on the job a little bit longer. So we'll go there. Okay, and now up here, this is where everybody else is going to go. So Maxine... Stormalander, Patikin, Drian, and that's everybody. Okay. Blobbity going to take almost 2 months to get to even, like, start to do the recruitment. Oh, hello to Jelly Buns! Jelly Buns saying everybody trying to make butts a thing everywhere. Oh, there we go. There's the shadow. And, by the way, hold on a second. Guys, did you know there's been no community votes in this episode so far? Samalander. I actually had to remember not to do Stormalander. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's go. Look at Maxine. Maxine can travel. It must be that skeletal leg. I've always wanted an excuse to comb through Blackonia fields. Lots of ruins, not a lot of people. Sounds right up your alley, except for the monsters, I assume? That's the thing. There's been no sign of them since we got here. Not of their debris and none of those noises in the night. Maybe we lucked out this time. Think it'd be too much hope for a few days vacation. I think it's still Stormalander. The Sword Nightshard is supposed to be around here somewhere, and that would be fantastic. Nightshard? Hold on. It's like that part in Shaun of the Dead. They found their alternates. I'm afraid we'll be going home with that. There are markets in low places that would pay high prices for something like this, and we're... Patikin! There's a man made of lightning, and the one that catches her eye is Patikin! Glennis! Well, fancy that. You know her? Ha! Does he? Former colleagues, let's say. Wait, what would you have been doing with people like, nah, it's not important. Oh, but it might be, to your friends here. I assume you folks are okay with having a traitor in your group. Dun dun dun. Hey, that was a long time ago. Believe me, my brother knows that as well as you do. He's still in prison. I didn't have a choice. You always have a choice. Hey. So, from what I'm getting here, there's some history, but Patikin is a vital part of the Oil of North now. And we've been throwing ourselves into battle so that people like you can walk around places like this in peace. Jeez, go Drienne. Huh. So you're some kind of hero now. Sure. Tolerate this job for as long as you will, but eventually you'll desert them too. How long do you think she's been saving that line? Oh, Patikin's not here. Well, no, I was going to say, no, we're going to do a community vote. Yeah, Patikin. Wait, Patikin did have to go to bed, right? Patikin, if you're here, this is 100% your choice. If not, this will be our first community vote. Poll. What should Patikin say? Question mark. Well, what should he do, really? Hold on a second. I'm not going to type out the whole dialogue. Do. Question. Oh, now I lost the question mark. What should Patikin do? Number 1, stop them here. Or 2, try to recruit them. All right, so we're going to say start poll for 2 minutes. Foxtrot is saying to this lady, what's her name? Elsie? No, Elsie is on our time. I forgot this lady's name. Maxine is saying that she was at work today, but left early. Oh, wait, what happened? I don't think I can travel right now. I'm sick. I don't have energy. If it wasn't for Wildermyth, I'd be sleeping already. Maxine, I really hope that you feel better soon. I know that Jelly Buns has been sick. You've been sick. Moo has been sick. Yeah, Mia made this observation during her last stream that 2023 seems to have started off with a lot of people feeling sick in the community. So I hope that you guys start feeling better soon. Yeah, I will share that I don't care enough about this random lady to want to bring her into the crew right now at the cost of 2 legacy points. In my head, I'd rather save those legacy points to elevate more people into like myth and legend at the end of the campaign. For anybody that doesn't know how Wildermyth rolls, at the end of the campaign, you get to spend your legacy points to like elevate people to folk heroes or legendary status. I don't know all of the different tiers, but that's what at this point we're mostly looking at saving legacy points for. But I'm going to say that if the community votes to bring this lady in, then we're going to bring her into the Oil of North. Maxine says that she should be fine towards the end of the week if it's a normal cold. I hope so. I feel like even normal colds have been hitting people hard lately, so I just... You know, best of luck, drink lots of fluids. I'm glad that we can provide some entertainment while you're... Yeah, everybody voted to recruit them. Let's hit it. Not everybody, but that was the popular vote. Look, I know you get around. You can't have missed the danger that's building in the Yondering Lands, and it's not too late to face it head on or play a part in this story. You always have a choice. Plus, you weren't wrong. It's surprisingly tolerable. Wait, you're serious? Glenless, that's her name. You betray me, you take my brother from me, and then you come trotting up years later telling me to join you? Alright, you know what? Anyone who wants to go join the traitor, go right ahead. Walk over there. Wait, what's happening? Scoot? Kobe! Please, I never had a future in this. With you. I don't want to wait around until I end up in prison, too. 2 traitors taken care of in one day, then. Not so bad after all. Wait, listen. Take the sword. Take the sword. Oh, wait. Drienne says, wait, really? Take the sword. Kobe leaves with us. Nobody gets hurt. Well, then. Look at Patikin, ever the master of the disengage. No wonder you became a hero. I'd say it suits you, but you'd probably take that as a compliment. They're gone? Phew. Breath was a little baited there for a minute. Right? At least we'll have a lot to talk about on the hike back out of here. Okay, so we're gonna have to customize Kobe. I think we can do it from here, can't we? Customize. So, you know what? We don't have a Borlak. You know, we don't have a Diesel Jones. We've never made a Diesel. Right? I don't think so. Let's do Diesel Jones. We'll put in Diesel Jones. If it's weird, I feel it's gonna be weird. Let's just do Diesel. All right, so this all looks right. Well, we can't see very much with the beard, can we? I don't think Diesel has a beard. I'm realizing right in this moment, I have absolutely no idea what Diesel Jones looks like. Well, this at least gives us a sense of the head. It's Diesel Jones-ish, I want to say. You know why? 'Cause he's always wearing a hat. I feel like I always see him wearing a hat. We don't have anybody with that hairstyle, but I really don't feel like it matches. That's Samlander's hairstyle. Well, that's Marquak's hair, but it's different enough. I don't know if anybody has that hairstyle. I feel for sure nobody has this hairstyle. And nobody has this one, because this must be new. We've never even seen one with like a headband. Yeah, let's do a headband. It's not a hat, but it's... Yeah. Yeah, let's do a headband. Okay. So, colors. What are good Diesel Jones colors? Not pink, but... I don't know. I'm never good at the color schemes. Glomdy's color scheme came out really good. I don't know. That's pretty good, actually, right there. And then secondary color. Let's go with that, I guess. Oh, similar like the name Kobe, I guess. Maxine says she hasn't had a cold in years. I feel like it's been a while for me as well. Yeah. Let me look at the face. This doesn't look like... That could be a Diesel Jones. I think that's a good Diesel Jones. I don't know. No, like it's always like you're trying to like think in your head about you want the number one thing is like what's a character that looks different enough from everybody else that like everybody in the party that when you see them you're gonna be like, oh, that's Diesel, as opposed to like, you know, Patikin or whoever else. So we're getting there. Oh, this is gonna be updated pretty soon. Relationships, age 40. Okay, relationships, none of that. That's why I was aiming, like, who doesn't have this hairstyle? Who doesn't have this face? Does the face sort of, like, generally match the like, the shape of the head and stuff? Yeah. Okay, so what would we do for Diesel? And I think it's going to update him up here in a minute. I hope. What the hell? What, did I hit the wrong thing? That's annoying. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's do Rogue. Oh, there he is. Okay, it did update. We got there. Okay. Is everybody doing something? Diesel's not. Diesel? Where's Diesel? No, seriously, where's Diesel? Diesel's there. Okay, Diesel, join here. I don't know if there's going to be another chapter for us to reap these rewards, but if we can get ingots, no. Fabrics or hides? Well, we actually have less fabric income. Yeah, so fabrics. I mean, Diesel can work on this for himself, but what is everybody else doing right now? Scouting, okay. Scout Garden has been revealed. Okay. We're just gonna do the fight. I feel like we should just do the fight. Because we spent a lot of time in the previous chapter, and I want to make sure that nobody, like, retires out from under us. So... And we've got a really good crew here. Yeah, we got a really good crew. Wait, we're doing this, right? Done? And then what's... Right? Done. Hill Painters of the Woods point Scaly One and the company up towards the high groves, where a local treasure sits tucked away among pines and great roving bears. It's not the tower from the book, nor any kind of cure in sight, but it is a library. A library is nearly as good. Imagine just talking to this old woman. Imagine just talking to this old woman will be... Okay, she's saying, imagine just talking to this old woman will be illuminating. The eccentric Lorekeeper, Baladthea Dimmerclank, has purportedly collected books and scrolls for all of her journey-blessed life. The company's been hoping Dimmerclank's collection might lead them to the tower they seek. However, that looks like... Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, it's gonna take a second.
Thrixel, they remain milling in and out, awaiting our arrival, it would seem.
No chance it's one of the old woman's weird decorations, right? Does Exodus know our plan? Oh, God.
Anything is possible, but lest we lose all hope, better we do not overcredit her. Likely, she makes some effort to read the movements of things we come in contact with, and positions her pieces accordingly.
It's like trailing a ghost fox. It is. You can only hope to hit him when it rains. You watch where the water won't hit, see by displacement.
A fine example. Or think of trying to track the obsidian owl across a night with no moon. You will watch for the stars to blacken and rekindle. So I believe it must be for her, hoping to spot us under our shroud. The more we drag the rug, bump the furniture, the more visible we become.
I'd have liked dearly to speak to that poor woman. This place is a jewel. and I'm sure her mind would have catalogued every flaw and facet.
I shall patch our wards. Be safe.
All for a chance at a scrap of a clue. That's a lot of guys. Okay, but we did okay in the last one, so hopefully we'll do okay here. And they're all just in a big clump. Okay. Maxine's not here to throw poison on them. Loki could throw a jump jaw there. That's going to block off that pass pretty well. This guy can burrow, so we're going to keep that in mind. Loki. Okay, Lady B can not... Hold on. Oh, she can Wither Bolt from right where she's standing. So, okay, stop. Let's interfuse with as many things as we can before Wither Bolting. And specifically things around us so that they don't interfuse with them. Let's grab the rocks. Let's grab the... whatever this is. Carapace Lamp. And, yeah, Wither Bolt. This feels like a really good opener. Yeah, that was a pretty good opener. Okay. Hickey. Okay, something weird is happening. Nope, we're good now. Okay, Hickey. So I really want to grab, like, this tree and, like, splinter blast them. So okay, it doesn't like something that's happening here. We've never had frame rate troubles in this game. Loki's saying, uh-oh. Is that because of the number of guys or because of the weird, like, stutter that we've got happening here? Let's interfuse with this tree and splinter blast them. Okay, solid hit. I don't have a lot of other... Yeah, let's move Loki over. If we could fell this... Yeah, he's got a 100% chance to kill this guy. And I don't want that guy doing his burrow attack on us. Oh, I just saw that there's a Drathix back there. That's not good. Scaly one. Yeah, come take cover back here, but you've got a really good range on your bow. So, 78% chance to kill the Drathix. Oh, good. That was a really nice shot. And that leaves Elsie, who should probably, with her big, thick plate armor, step up here and lay down a Guardian. Yeah, Guardian. Loki was saying the number of guys. Okay. Yeah, we've never had so much as a frame rate hitch in this game, so it was weird when he started getting that. Okay, that's fine. Just the dudes coming in from the side as well. That's not super great. Okay. Lady B, can we interfuse with more things? Let's grab this shrub. Let's grab this. Well, I do want to move into the celestial square that Hickey left behind. Okay, so we can no longer interfuse, but that was worth it because it's going to make this next shot more likely to strike. This might kill the Bard. Oh, it's only got a 7% chance to hit him, though. Sure. Let's go like this. That was a good hit. Scaly one. 63%, 83% to hit the nightmare. Anything to like just whittle their numbers down. So if Solid Chrome Hickey walks here, he kills that guy, does a lot of damage to the nightmare. If he walks here, though, he can actually like hit that guy. Yeah, let's do that. And he might be able to kill this nightmare straight up. Although, hold on, he could also interfuse with this tree and do another Splinter Blast. That'll take off a lot of their armor, I hope. Splinter Blast. Those guys. Yeah, that leaves the nightmare unharmed, but it takes off a lot more armor this way. Unless the bard jumps out of the way. Jellybun says, well, the cat just vomited on 2 different blankets simultaneously. Poor Mr. Buns. It's very annoying when cats have all of this open blank floor space to puke on and they choose fabrics. I know where you are right now, Jelly Buns. It sucks. I'm so sorry. Is this combat similar to Fire Emblem? It is similar to Fire Emblem in that it is turn-based, but it doesn't have any sort of like triangle of weapon relationships or follow-up attacks or garrisons. So it's different in a lot of the other ways. But it is turn-based in that we get to do our characters in any order that we choose. And then the enemy gets to do their characters. Oh, I really wanted to, Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, no, they're gonna teleport out, I feel like. Let's do it anyway. So we're gonna block off that with Luca Loki. And then we're going to shoot... We've got a 100% chance to hit this guy, even if it doesn't kill him. I like that better than a 51% chance. And that brings us to Elsie. So Elsie could come up here and finish off at least one of these guys. The only concern is that I really feel like they're going to be okay. Yeah, let's come over here. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Okay, the jump jaw trap did its job. It stopped that guy dead. Apparently I've also activated Jelly Bun's... Well, now I don't want to say anything more because I might activate it twice. What do you think I said that caused that to happen? Okay. There's another cluster of enemies up here. I mean, it's incredibly fertile Lady B territory. Then again, so is this. Like, we don't need to move. We just need to interfuse with more things to get maximum damage out of it. More interfuse? Yes, more interfuse. Okay. Witherbolt him. Her Witherbolt is really good. I know that I say that, but man, the fact that it, like, Stormlander also has some like multi-enemy attacks, but they lose power as they go. Hers actually gains power. Jellybun has no idea. She's been weird. I think I need to do a restart. What did it try to do, out of curiosity? So Elsie has taken some damage. That's not cool. We could try to frighten the bard, but I don't know that it has anything that it can really do. Oh, we can do that shrill song. Hickey, come up here. And let's interfuse with this tree. And then do a Splinter Blast on everybody. Alright. Scaly one, I really like the idea of you doing a shot on this guy, but let's wall with Lady B, and then take the shot. Elsie. Yeah, I like Elsie coming up here and ending that bard. Especially since the bard just hit Elsie. And then Luca Loki. I would love it if you could kill that Thrusk. Yeah, let's have you grab that Celestial Square. Oh, he was already in a Celestial Square. I didn't even see that. Okay, we're just gonna have Solid Chrome Hickey take a walk up here. And then kill that thing. When the thing was up here, it sounded an alarm, which leads me to believe that there's more enemies in here. So we're going to just have Elsie get ready for that. Meanwhile, Scaly one, can you... That's going to take a point of armor off, because Scaly one has this awesome... Oh, it actually killed him outright. Okay. Luca Loki, let's go poke our head in here. And then we're going to go into a Silk Step, because we have to check that other door. But... yeah, we don't know where the enemies might be. Well, let's not send Luca Loki off by himself. Luca Loki did it and is doing good. Yeah, no, both jump jaw traps did really good in this combat. Okay, Luca Loki, you come up here. And we're going to have Lady B... Well, we're going to have Lady B interfuse with absolutely everything in the room. Interfuse. Yeah. She uses her interfusions to power her Wither Blast. Okay, open door. Graphics. That sucks. Okay. If we go in there, we can't reach the Drathix and kill it before it vomits poison on us. So our better bet is to not be in range of its poison. Let's pull back slightly. And we're going to set up a Guardian. Solid Chrome Hickey, you... Oh yeah, interfuse with this table. Move back a square. And then Splinter Blast this guy's armor off. Good. Okay, Luca Loki, you can open the door. Alright, well, fortunately, this guy has not been in here laying eggs. And yeah, are we correct that the only thing these things can do is lay eggs? Let's shoot it. Okay. Solid Chrome Hickey, come in here and cook this guy with your... Yeah. And then we're going to interfuse with that and see if we can hit them both with a discus. Okay, still, Drathix is down. And now Elsie can come in here and... I don't think we can quite get into range for a backstab, but she's going to have a good old time. Okay. I feel like Luca Loki's going to remove stasis with the first turn, and then for the second... Let's... have Scaly One come here. I want Scaly One to attack this thing because he's still got some armor on him. Maybe I don't. This is just a more appealing shot. Okay. Let's continue to interfuse with things. Any more? No, that's everything. Okay, and now, Lady B, look at that damage. Yeah, Luca Loki, let's switch to your dagger. And we're going to come up here. Why is it acting like we can't get a backstab? Oh, that was the end of his turn, derp. I forgot that. We had removed the stasis. Okay, Luca Loki. Swap, shoot. Darn it. Lady B. Move. Oh, now we can't free Scaly One. Okay, let's Witherbolt this guy. Darn it. I don't know how that's gonna go. Hickey, just beat this guy to death with your stick. Okay, there's one more Dweaver here. Yeah, this thing's probably going to teleport, if I was to guess. So let's move Elsie here, and we're just going to set up a Guardian. Oh, we're out of time. This is going to be our last combat. I didn't realize it was almost 8 p.m. So Mia's Discord is going to be hosting the most recent episode of Kyber Shards. We're going to jump over there as soon as this combat is done. If we're quick enough... Damn! Okay, that's very annoying. Lady B... let's have you come over here and get a backstab. Elsie. Well, I mean, Solid Chrome Hickey, really. Yep, that's a free 3 damage. And then Elsie can hopefully 88% this guy to death. Okay. Hickey can compel this guy. I feel like that's our best chance to avoid any damage this turn, is to just compel him to go away. Okay, here comes the teleport. Elsie, let's move you down. Attack. Solid Chrome Hickey can then come in from the other direction. Flank him. Hello to Drienne! Drienne, I texted Moo afterwards, but I did figure out the, how to, like, wet down the paint again. It's not a water bottle, it's a solvent bottle. But it is in there and figured that out. So, thank you very much for hanging out yesterday. I really had a good time with that. Luca Loki, let's have you come all the way over here. But before we attack, let's have Lady B come here. And Witherbolt. We have to have Drienne in here when we're doing Drienne stuff. Like, actually, Drienne, I think Drienne's been in this episode. I'm trying to remember if they did a combat earlier. It's been a very, like, central story focused episode. Oh, yikes. Okay. Well, let's interfuse with that stump. And Hickey's gonna knock a bunch of his armor off. It was a great time. I enjoyed it as well. I'm glad that you found a solution. Yeah, I put up the jellyfish in Mia's Discord. Just, like, it basically came out more or less the way I had envisioned it, but also I see a lot of new things that I learned in the doing that I think will make the next one come out better. So if I ever get, like, a similar thing... And I think that's literally what it's... We're talking about such art here for a moment. I feel like that's what such art is designed to teach. It's very much like, here's how actual art techniques would work. And doing it in this virtual art studio is not going to translate to an ability to do it in the real world, but it might give you a sense of what's possible and at least some things you could try. Hold on. Lady B. Let's Witherbolt it. Okay. Okay, Elsie is the only character in the whole game that's not based on somebody, so I will quickly make a choice for Elsie. Snake Stone Brooch, +5 dodge. I feel like Luca Loki did a great job in that episode, in that combat. Let's give this to Luca Loki. Yeah, Drienne. See, here's Drienne. There they are. Luca Loki. Okay. Bluehorn Warrior. Plus 30% health. Blood Rage. Deal more damage based on the percent of health she's missing. She has taken some hits up to a max of +4. I actually really like that for her based on her backstory. I don't want to recount it right now, but her whole thing is making right what her sister did wrong. And I feel like the more damage that's inflicted to her, the more determined she's going to be. Yeah, Blood Rage. Oh, Drain is saying that they're blonde now, much more accurate. Yeah, you had brought that up, I think, near the end of the previous episode. So although Drienne was advanced of years and gray, I did like switch it to blonde. It just wasn't as apparent. We're cleaning here. I'll do one more sweep as far as that creek we saw, then to the mountain's base. The wrapped bones of the Lorekeeper are pulled down and gently interred. Then, finding the shelves and rows manageable, they settle in for hurried search. Their earlier hopes for insight are not entirely dead. I pulled a bunch that look like they have to do with times of antiquity. One of them is called Legends of Old Kior. Good, that's promising. I'm just going to... Where's that Mothman gotten to? Stairs take her to a shadowy cellar.
Make light if you do. I promise not to hurl myself into it.
What are you doing down here? Others are going to the library.
And I am pursuing the volumes no one else can. Namely, those contained beneath this flashy hat.
You mean you're tinkering in the dark?
Put less charmingly, yes. Have you already found something, or did you compose a funny song you would like me to listen to?
Are those the two possibilities? Only then does Lady B realize what's been gnawing at her. It's been more than 6 summers she's wanted a chance to ask. Maybe you'll lie, and I'm actually fine if you do, but I'm still curious. You once told me you were responsible.
Call it an accident, a fate, little owl. Perhaps one day I will explain in full.
For the troubles we're in, and Eluna seemed to blame you.
And you wish to know why. You wish to hear about the beginning.
Any detail could prove vital, couldn't it?
There is time for the quick version. You will have to fathom a far younger yonderling.
How long ago do you mean? How old are you? I can't believe we're going to kick into a big story mode.
Old enough that your great-grandparents never heard of my family, and they would have had they been born in the right era. My father got called a king by the Overfond. Really, he was a leader of militia. He began that way, raising defenses against the crawlers of the wild.
Grixel?
No. Back then, our famous foes were hill beasts, all driven mad and tortured into monstrous forms. People swore they were leashed to subtler, more reclusive masters, and so, I now know, it was. On the twinned might of my father's blade and his bland, gruff goodness, my family rose to wealth and prominence.
So you were fully human then, inhabiting a world of kings and castles?
Yes, such things were more possible then. I was born amid a bounty of books, was taught to sew, given beautiful, brilliant examples to follow. My parents both wished peace for me. But legends roved the roads. Walkers of myth who painted the hills and protected the meek. They moved in number and skill heretofore unmatched. I was simply a boy, resembling more my mother, yet I wished so desperately to be like my father's heroes.
At bay, you thing!
At bay was a popular attack phrase in those days. Truly a golden age.
So when do things turn?
Oh, not long after I went wandering. I embarked in secret, knowing my parents would try to dissuade me, and knowing I would likely sway with even a thumb's push of a well-argued wisdom. I was unbrave. Cowardly.
Oh, cowardly, that's called.
Pardon me, is this your story?
Mine shorter.
In any case, what I wanted was to be a Tomlik Wallace. He was a dazzling country knight, dauntless, irresistible, strong, and admired from afar. I possessed no useful talents. All I had was desire. It is all a young man knows.
Okay, so unfortunately, that's really starting to hurt my throat. So we're all just going to have to imagine the Mole Man's voice, the Mothman's voice. And also, like, I really do want to read over to Mia. I wasn't expecting a big story beat to happen here. So it happened that I discovered a ruined room buried deep in the rose girdle, filled with strange weavings and crossed with threads and patterns I found entrancing and impossible. And that is how I first found my first glimmer scene. A door to the other side, and you just went through. I fell through, unwittingly. I bore what you now call the mystic's gift, and I believe it obeyed my curiosity. A quester's feet write his fate. Sounds like you were caught, same way Iluna was. Iluna was abducted. The Thrixel purposed her passage. I'm so sorry I can't do the voice. I feel like it's a way different Mothman now. I was merely unlucky. I got tangled in nets not strung for me. You remember Terrafract, the Thrixel world? That is where I wound up, lost in seeking the night sky. My eyes found a moon to lead wherever I would follow. Dayless years it seemed. I spent mulling and meandering. It is hard to know, but it could not have been so long. At some point I began to think of myself as a moth, alone and fumbling towards the light. Look, he's taking on like a shadow. Terrafract is not a dream. It acts upon reality. It makes manifest what you imagine. For the unwary, this happens by accident. When I was in there, Iluna was working her own wishes on me. Is that right? Indeed. You might have resisted had I been less secretive from the start. This gift of mine, I can blame it for bringing me to the other side, but once there, it saved me from faring far worse, and then my abilities began to blossom. Is it just luck? Blood? I suppose there could be any number of factors that differentiate a mystic's makeup from that of a standard person, but it is the essential split in our natures. Interfusion is a word you use. You have that proclivity, and may recognize you always did, for packing away the permanence of yourself, even and especially while sharing form and energy among your surroundings. That is what makes you and I passable world walkers. Passable. Merely passable. There's a limit to how definitely, and for what duration our minds may preserve any image, even the image of ourselves. Our inner identities shift over time, and so it was that by the time I realized how to return to my own land, I was quite transformed. I can see why he'd be weirded out. Oh no, he's getting attacked. They say you should never meet your heroes. Oh, I disagree. There are few things as so productive as disappointment. Oh no. There are few things so productive as disappointment. Oh, I really like that line. Drannus Mia is not streaming. Yeah, the watch party is what we're hoping to jump out for. Regardless, some memories are moons in the mist, diffuse and shapeless. They may as well be glowing gas. I will spare you the details of the encounters and events that come after. Some are maudlin, some are mirthful, but most are moth-eaten and old beyond mattering. That era is dead, and I am still here. Such is more or less my story. All right, but why does this make you responsible? The Thrixel took notice of me. When you crossed the glimmer scene, when I started toying with them, kicking their sandcastles and causing a din to disrupt their operas. I had grown bored, you see. Bored. So you poured beer on a beehive. Is that a thing? Beer on a beehive? Oh, did I say raid? Yeah, I won't be able to raid directly to the watch party. I thought it was funny. I believe it is what drove them to duplicate my accident in another. I did not anticipate that, but I do not think I cared enough to anticipate anything. Not for a long time. In all my reading, I never truly considered how many momentous things were sparked by an ill-timed joke. I honestly don't know what to say. I understand it's your weight to bear. I don't know who's calling. Lady B! Lady B, are you down there? Lady B? You'll have to give me a while. Not to mention when everyone else hears it. And poor Elsie. Your voice carries. Is that what you were wondering? Hickey's found it. There's a passage here about the Tower of Locks. Didn't have a title, but it was next to the Big Book of Legends. Come listen to this. Please not a long story. Oh my god! It sums up the account we read in our compendium, but it finishes with an afterword. There, sealed fast, legends claim they prisoned a great beast, perhaps the very tyrant who once scattered the pillars of Calmcourt and toppled the moon-silver might of Old Kior. And so the last two Kioran sorcerers would have descended the mountains, and the Sultan myths could not have been told from the desperate taste of their lips. For a mixed, surely, were their kisses and tears. The pink light aged purple, and they passed from myth's pages entirely. I gotta try, because now we've got him and Hickey in the same room.
Pink light, salt on the mist. I know those mountains. I think we must call that clue enough.
What's up? We have to go now?
I get the knot of apprehension between my wings. The hunting cat makes show of her leisurely leaps, and so renders the deathly pounce more sudden. For such a superior thing as a cat, the proud mouse beside the the proud mouth beside the scared, yes, is ever the more satisfying meal.
They're away by nightfall. Please be true. Okay, with every fight. Got it. Okay, quick save. Save. Here. Okay, so we are into chapter 5. We will be back next episode for another... next Monday for what might be the conclusion, but probably won't be, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of story coming up of Wildermyth. And with that, we're going to find somebody fun to raid and then jump over to Mia. And then after the watch party, we're going to be joining Drienne Levode for the ongoing playthrough of their yearly go through, The Walking Dead. So I'm going to find somebody to raid right now because we're already very late. Thank you guys very much. I really did have a great time today. I would have preferred to end 15 minutes ago, but so goes it. So you guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you again throughout the week for some more fun streams. And until next time, I hope you have a great night.